Rated M for mature.
Don't let your kids watch it!
Oh, 来た来た
Oh boy, okay. Is she gonna be fake smiling, real smiling? Is she gonna have reptile eyes, or be a little just nonplussed?
おはようレナ
Fake smile it is!
今日はケイチ君の方が早かったね。
Hey, good to see you, Renna. You know what? Let's go back to Steam sprites for a little bit.
普段を棚にあげるわけじゃないが俺が朝の待ち合わせでレナに勝つなんて珍しいこともあるもんだぜ。
レナ、今朝はちょっとお寝坊した。
That might be because you stayed up till way past 11 a.m. Or 11 p.m. You stayed up past 11 a.m. Yeah?
ゆうべ寝つかれなくってね。
レナもか実は俺もなんだよ。
Keiichi's like, I was on the toilet the whole night.
昨日の大騒ぎの余韻が
Oh, I was
ずっと残っ
joking
てて
about.
さ
I thought he was gonna be up because of the rain.
布団に入っててもなかなか眠くならなくて夜が長く感じたぜ。
Yesterday, I had a lot of fun with my friends, then went home still riding that high. I was too full to eat dinner. I kept talking to my parents about the great time I had over the past few days. Mom, today was great. I went to Hooters, and my 12-year-old friends dressed up in, scandalous outfits. What is wrong with your friend group, Keiichi? We're moving back to the city. No! I was so pumped that I couldn't go to sleep. Kinda sounds like I'm a little kid. But given that Renna seemed to feel the same way, I felt better about it. Yeah, I don't know how to tell him this. No, I felt better isn't the right way of phrasing it. I should say I'm glad to know that we shared the same feeling. Renna went treasure hunting after I left. I'm sure she found many adorable things. Went home and talked with her parents about how great the day was. Yeah!
あ、みーちゃんだ。
Hey, Mayon.
おはよう。
おおミオンが先に待ってるなんて今日は雪が降るかもな。
Wow, Keiichi. Okay, you know what? 1 point for Keiichi being funny.
人が珍しく先に待ってりゃそういうこと言うわけ？
Yeah, we're giving you a little hard time.
それを言ったら私より先に待ってたケイチ君も珍しいよ。雪が降るかもね。
Wow.
人のこと言えないね。
It's going to be another happy day today. I had fun the day before yesterday. I had fun yesterday. So I'm going to have fun today for sure. Fun, happy, nothing bad happens in this game. Oh, wait, no, hang on, I'm playing Higurashi when they cry. Everything bad happens. Hey, I'm happy and Mion is happy too. And of course, Renna and my other friends are equally happy. Yeah! Satoku's gonna be in a good mood, right? Rika's not being philosophical and a voice 5 octaves deeper than usual. Nothing's wrong. I'm not afraid to say it. And I wish these happy days would last forever. This poor optimist.
なあミオン
He's in the wrong video game series.
今日は何をして遊ぼうな。
今日の部活？何がいいだろうね。
If it's Dominion, I am going to smoke y'all.
レナは提案ある？
I've actually debated doing Dominion on stream, which would probably be a pretty boring stream, but I would have fun with it.
そうだね。昨日、おとといと体を使うゲームが続いたから。
Dominion it
今
is!
日はあまり
Let's go!
体に激しくないゲームがいいな。
そうだな。レナの言うのも一理あるぜ。部活は肉体勝負だけが全てじゃねえだろ。
もちろん。心技体。
Also,
全ての要素において完璧であってこそ部活メンバーだからね。
I wouldn't really call eating as many desserts as you can an athletic game. It's also not a strategic game, it's just... it exists.
じゃあ今日は何かテーブルゲームで遊ぶことにしよう。
Let's go, I am on board. Everybody was early this morning. We could enjoy our walk to school for once. After a while, we started talking about the upcoming festival. They told me the festival is called Watanagashi, and that it's the biggest event of the year in Hinamizawa. We don't need another info dump on this. It's our 6th game.
そうだそうだ。昨日沖宮の家に親類が集まっていろいろと話が出たんだけどさ、ケイちゃんの話題が出たんだよ。
Uh-oh.
俺
Me? Well...
その崎家の重鎮が集まって一体何の相談だよ。
いやさ、昨日のエンジェルモートでのケイちゃんの活躍を見てた店長の吉郎おじさんがさ。
Oh no! Oh, Keiichi! You ate terribly. If you want to do an eating dessert contest, you always need to have a nice glass of ginseng tea. It helps the desserts go down much better.
ケイちゃんのことを相当気に入っちゃったみたいでさ。それでいろいろと話を聞いてみたら、他の親類も意外にケイ
Is
ちゃ
this
んのこ
the
とを知っ
same
てる人が多
timeline
いん
where I
だよ
helped Shion
ね。
against the street thugs?
ひなみ沢の名物男みたいな言われようだったよ。
名物男ってのはまた微妙な称号だな。
You're the loudest kid in the valley.
その称号の9割方はミオンの罰ゲームに関係があるような気がするぞ。
それだけじゃないけどさ、ノリもいいし元気があって無鉄砲なところも今時の若い子にしては感心感心とみんなベタ褒めだったよ。
I felt a bit embarrassed to know that people I haven't even met were speaking well of me.
でね、今後の綿流しのお祭りで何かで活躍してくれないかなって話が出てね。
Like what?
ケイちゃん目立つこととか好きでしょ？
Oh no.
おいおいおいおい。
We're gonna be used as a distraction so that they can kill someone if Oyashiro-sama's curse.
本人不在で勝手に話を進めるな。俺は孤独と静寂を愛するロンリーガイだぜ。
Quiet? No. Lonely? Only in chapter 1. Loves to be alone? Also no. Those are all lies. Yeah, it's laughable.
誰がロンリーガイだ？チェリーボーイの間違いでしょ？
What the heck does that mean?
チェリーってなんだろうなんだろう。
Let me guess, it's something inappropriate, which is why I don't know it.
ケイチくん、チェリーボーイ。
Cherry Boy means that I absolutely smoke you when we play Hi-Ho Cheerio. Let's just ignore the fact that it's a game of chance.
うわー
There we go.
年頃の娘どもが朝っぱらからはしたないこと言ってん
Oh,
じゃ
oh,
ね
what a surprise! Mion brings up a dirty joke. What a shocker. In other news, water is wet. We really were feeling the after effects of yesterday. Mion and I made a lot of noise teasing each other on the way to school. Rena watched us and laughed happily. Satoko and Rika-chan were already there when we arrived at school. They were also full of energy. Hey, girls. I do like Rika's Team Sprite a lot. Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun were there, too. From what I can tell... From that, I can tell that they also had a good time yesterday. Everybody had been having a good time, really. Except teacher. She's in a foul mood today. And Hinamizawa, everybody is happy.
まだ引っ越してきて1年も経ったわけじゃないけどさ。
What a dope.
どうしたの突然？
いやさ、ひなみ沢に引っ越してきて俺
I didn't finish talking, Mion.
どうしたのケイちゃん？急に臭いこと言い出して。
レナにはわかるよ。ひなみ沢に引っ越してきてすべてが幸せになった気持ちよくわかる。この村にはね、きっと人を幸せにする魔法がかかってるんだと思うから。
You like Rika and Satoko's OG sprites perfectly derpy? I don't really like the OG sprites. They look very derpy. They have the weird boxing glove fists. Although having said that, I do. Oh yeah, Mion's just really great. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. I do actually really like Rena's OG sprite, specifically her face. It looks very adorable. But yeah, the boxing glove hands are a little tough to get over for me.
レナは幸せか？
Keiichi's canonically only been here a month, and he's just like, man, this is great. This is great. Life is great. I can
レ
relate.
ナはひなみ沢に引っ越してきてからが毎日幸せだよ。
I'm definitely the most optimistic out of my friend group, so.
そうだな。そいつは俺もだ。
ちょっとなんかおじさんだけのけ者っぽくない？ブーブー。
The sky was clear, and the few thin clouds were pure white. The cry of the cicadas was telling me that summer would be coming earlier than usual. Watanagashi is just around the corner. I'm sure we'll have great fun at the festival, too. There will be more and more fun days to come, I'm sure of it. Summer is just around the corner. You just said that! Which art style do I prefer? It entirely depends on the character in question. I would say, on the whole... Oh, random perspective again. I would say, on the whole, I think that I like the Steam art style the best. Having said, because I think it's the most consistent. I don't think there are really any Steam sprites that I'm like, oh, that doesn't look good. And there are a couple characters where, like, I think they look terrible outside of the Steam art style. Specifically, like, Coach, aka Eri, and Uisi. Like, I can only have them in the Steam art style because they just look kind of off in the other art styles. Having said that, I have been growing on the console art style a lot. I like how that one actually has lip sync, and I think it's pretty good on the whole, but there are, again, a couple exceptions where I'm like, that doesn't look great. Oh, also Teacher. Teacher in the Steam art style or bust. You honestly can't choose between Manga Gamer and the console. Yeah, they're both very good. And again, OG is not bad. It's a little rough around the edges. The last class of the day was finally over, meaning that it was time for club activities. I was sure it would be fun. I couldn't wait. But then Michan received a call and told us something had come up and she had to go, so we didn't have a club meeting today. No! Tisk. I was really looking forward to it. There was nothing I could do, but I could at least chat with Keiichi-kun on the way home. It'll be fun. Oh, okay, no. Okay, actually, okay, I don't hate Keiichi's new art style, but I actually do think Keiichi new art style is my least favorite out of the art styles. I actually like OG Keiichi a lot. Oh, wait, I forgot Consulate Keiichi is also pretty great. I feel like he looks... Okay, yeah, Keiichi and Satoshi in the new art style is maybe a little off. Okay, no, I like OG Derpy Keiichi. This actually looks great. Keiichi-kun sometimes says mean things, but he's very funny. When I chat with him, my depression goes away. She just up and says it. I mean, like, this chapter, they're really leaning into that. And I feel like if they do go that direction, it's not going to end well. You watched the anime first and didn't get it too attached to any of the characters, so you were very surprised to go over the 6 arcs of the visual novel and realize you had fallen in love with the characters. Yeah. Some of them have grown on me. Like, I kind of hated Satoko at the beginning, and she's grown on me. Mainly because Chapter 3 made me be like, oh, she doesn't deserve all this. Wait, what did I just say? Am I depressed? I have so much fun every day, and I'm as happy as can be. She, I'm like, oh, she's just very nonchalant about it. Oh, no, this is her realization. Whoops. Expressions are usually better in the console, other than the Satoko expressions when she's sad. Yeah, well, I feel like console is more subdued in the art style compared to the Steam one, where they're more expressive. I'm as happy as can be. What did I have to be depressed about? Well, it was obvious. Because of Rina-san, my father is happy now. Before he met her, he was like a lamp in broad daylight. Honestly, he was like the living dead. But after he met Rina-san, he started to smile like he used to when he was living with my mother. He enjoyed talking with her and started going out with her. You could probably say they went on dates. Now he looks 20 years younger. Rina-san gets along with my father very well, and she's very kind to me too. I hope that they actually have a healthy relationship. But here's my prediction. Rena doesn't like Rina. For one reason or another, she's gonna kill Rina in this arc, and that's who she killed in, like, the prologue. I don't even know if she killed anyone in the prologue, but I'm pretty sure she did. That's my point. Because she's going to be like, Rina was getting in the way of my happiness, so she was the enemy. I had to. I'm predicting where it's going to go. Maybe that's too obvious, but, yeah. It'll probably be more about the mentality of it than anything else. But also, this is supposed to be the answer arcs, right? So I thought we were going to get answers on one of the other chapters, but this doesn't seem to be tying in with chapter 1 or 3 or 4. Yes, Rena, you are depressed. Indeed. You read the visual novel first. The anime is so rushed and a poor adaptation, especially the first season. Oh, really? I thought the anime was quite popular. Or maybe it's just because it's in a more accessible format for people. There's actually no reason for me to hate her. It's just an instinctual dislike. I understand. But the bitter memories of my parents' divorce and my many regrets were gradually eating away at my heart. I'm also guessing she's seeing her dad is really happy with Rina, and that might be having her feel like, oh, he likes her more than me, because I've been around and he's not happy with me. Even if she doesn't realize it. Was it okay to accept that woman? Rina-san might be the same as how Uncle Akihito turned out to be. Is she the enemy who takes my happiness away with her very existence? We don't know how much Uncle Akihito actually knew, but presumably he knew he was dating and sleeping with a married woman, so yeah, he's not great in that regard. With or without bad intentions. Is she the enemy who can take away my happiness with her very existence? Am I going to sit around until everything collapses again? Should I fight the enemy? before it's too late. Rina-san comes to my house a little too obviously. She's gonna get insect eyes at this point, or the lizard eyes. Oof. It's because the Higurashi story still holds up, the character's psychology and characterization is non-existent. Well, yeah, you can't really communicate their inner thoughts through TV show medium very well. Anime was popular because of its horror and violence. Its reputation was being the edgy horror anime of the 2000s. Gotcha. Since my father started letting her stay the night, many of her belongings have turned up in the house. My father and I don't smoke, but there's an ashtray in the living room. Oh no, does she smoke? If so, that's red flag number 1. The futon in our guest room is hers now. In the bathroom, there's a toothbrush and shampoo I would never choose to buy. She uses Suave. Can you believe it, Rena? I use Suave. I started to feel awkward about those things. And that's when I started noticing it at the front door when I came home from school. Her perfume. Season 1 adapted the first 6 arcs in 26 episodes. Arc 1 was 4 episodes. I mean, I could see that. The first chapter, like the first half of it, was just kind of filler, getting you introduced to the characters, so I could see that, yeah. I asked my father once if he was thinking about getting married to Rina-san. He looked a little embarrassed, perplexed, and confused. He told me, not yet. He knew I was hurt by the divorce. That's probably why he couldn't admit that he wanted to remarry. That's why he said, not yet. He'd consider it, but not while I was still living with him. You know, okay. Man, they're doing a good job of making her dad, like, a pretty complex character. Because, like, I still have some anger at him for hitting her when she was young. But, like, he has some admirable qualities, too. And, like, I kind of appreciate that he's like, I'm not going to think about that till Rena is grown up and maybe out of the house. Like, it looks like he's trying to keep her feelings into consideration. So, like, good for him. That's what he meant, I guess. Season 2 had to adapt less arcs, but it also created another arc, which is fine. Proximo watched the anime first. He will defend it as being great in and of itself. Hey, yeah, different strokes. I have never seen it, so I can't speak one way or the other. If I did watch it, I would probably say the visual novel is better, but then again, you guys probably know I don't like anime at all. There's only one reason why I don't want to get remarried. Why I don't want him to get remarried to Rina-san. I feel offended that my sanctum, my family, is being invaded. I might be being selfish, though. I know keeping my father all to myself means keeping him miserable like he was before he met Rina-san. He has a life to live, too. It's his right to heal from the pain from the divorce and to live, to find his new love. He wouldn't have had to go through that painful life if I'd prevented the divorce from happening in the first place. He has a right to a happy new life that lets him forget the pain that he never deserved, and I don't have any right to stop him. In fact, I have an obligation to try to return his happiness to him. I have to pay for my sin, my inability to prevent his divorce. Then, what should I do to make both of us happy? It wouldn't be that difficult. All I need to do is give my silent approval of their relationship. My father tells me he won't get remarried while we live together. That means I should stop leaning on my family, be strong, and live on my own as soon as I can. Although that doesn't mean I can tell him to not go out with her until that day. Rina-san comes to our house to see him despite her busy schedule, and she even stays the night whenever her shifts permit. They're adults. I have no right to say anything against that. Okay, Rina seems like she's genuinely interested, so we'll see. That's why I chose to give my silent approval to their relationship and tried to see her as little as I could. Whew. I get along with Rina-san on the surface. I know my father would have a hard time keeping face if we didn't. But it's a very exhausting and painful thing to get along with a person I don't really like. I get that, yeah. So whenever Rina-san comes over, I spend as much time as possible outside, then head home late. Mii-chan's club activities are the most convenient things to do to kill time. But there are just some days where we don't have a club meeting. On those days, I while away my time at the garbage dump, hunting for treasure alone. And that's how I started to make my secret hideout. My father can do whatever he wants with Rina-san at home. I don't have to see them together. I can spend my time peacefully at my hideout. I sometimes feel depressed about my life. I sometimes want to talk to somebody about it. But nothing will change even if I do talk to somebody. This is all I can really do. The most important thing for me should be to overcome the sadness of losing my family as fast as I could, and to regain my own happiness. I have so much fun every day. I'm happy every day. Even on the way home, Keiichi-kun was talking about funny things that made me laugh. My feeling gloomy in spite of that was kind of rude. No, you're allowed to have feelings. My father should be happy. I should be happy. I just feel sad because I still can't separate from my father. Compared to the unexpectedness of the divorce, Rina-san's invasion is a very slow process. I think Rina-san understands how I feel. She treats me very kindly, but she doesn't do more than that. I think she understands that I'd feel uncomfortable if she did. I respect Rika-chan, because she's strong even without her parents. Compared to the pain of losing both of her parents unexpectedly, my problem is like nothing. I respect Satoko-chan's toughness too. She also lost her parents and was forced to live a painful life under her uncle and aunt. Compared to the cruel treatment she had to go through, my relationship with Rina-san is a blessed one. I keep feeling anxious, but that's just because I'm still immature, and because I feel like I'm not ready to separate from my father. I have to be strong like Rika-chan and Satoko-chan. Arc 3 with Satoko's plot is the most butchered in the anime. They removed the entirety of Keiichi's struggle and desperation before the turning point of going to murder. So he's just like, oh man, she's being abused, time to go batting! And then apparently doesn't actually kill him, which is weird. You're reading the extra chapters before going to Umineko just to finish all of Higurashi just in case? Yeah, I mean, who knows if there's overlap or not. The intense scene in the classroom of Keiichi arguing with the group about what options they could do and lashing out at Mio and making her cry was not in the anime. Oh, wow. That was probably the best scene of the arc. That was a good scene. I don't know if I would say best scene of the arc, but I also have maybe weird tastes. I have to be strong like Rika-chan and Satoko-chan. I have to try my best to be happy. I'm going to live with all my might in order to regain the peace of mind that I lost that day. My assumption is that I'm not happy is just a mistake. I should appreciate the wonderful days I spend with my wonderful friends. Okay. Ooh. Wait. Oh, just now. I just had. Maybe not an epiphany, but an idea of how this could tie into chapter 1. So we see Rena has a bad home life that she doesn't really like being in, and she desperately wants somebody who she can, like, relate to and talk with and be with. And she's definitely crushing on Keiichi. Maybe Keiichi ends up becoming, like, she mentally puts Keiichi as, like, oh, he's my guy. Like, and then that's what causes her to start stalking him, be like, I can't lose him. Ooh, oh, wait, okay, hang on, no. Oh, that could be an interesting take on things. Ooh, okay. The 1500 seconds monologue, that was such a weird part, man. It's iconic, but it was weird. Just by realizing I'm happy, the world shines so brightly.
それでね、あんまりにも可愛いから、レナ、はお持ち帰りって。
Hey, Dirt Bro, how's it going?
やれやれ。レナは毎日を楽しく過ごすことに関しては達人だな。レ
ナは毎日が楽しいよ。こんなにも素敵な友人たちに囲まれて過ごす、こんなにも素晴らしい日々があって、
You're bringing this up a lot, Rena.
だな。不幸なんかここにはないよ。
Nobody.
いつまでも楽しくて不幸なことなんかとは一切
言えん。
What a
dork.
それがひなみ沢ってとこなんだからよ。
That's the funniest joke in the entire series. Wow. Poor Keiichi, he has no clue about what happened in all of the other chapters. Jeez. Especially hearing that after coming after, like, the last chapter, which was probably the darkest one. That's just hilarious. Oh, wow. Wow. He should have stopped right there. But he just kept going.
レナが羨ましいよな。
Oh, no.
その悩み知らずな能天気さが羨ましいぜ。
はあ。バカにされてるっぽい気がする。
Keiichi in chapter 1 was confessing to Rena while killing her? I don't remember that part. I just remember him killing her because she was trying to murder him with the drugs. That was, oof. That was a weird... Chapter 1 was good, but chapter 1's ending was quite, crazy. Actually, every chapter's ending was crazy. I think out of all the 3 sprite designs, the OG is the most expressive with their faces. That's possible. Yeah, let's compare. Very expressive. Pretty subdued. Okay, man. It's great. Yeah, I like OG Keiichi. To be fair to the console one, though, because they have to work with lip sync, they often have closed mouths at the end of the dialogue. I don't have any worries. I feel like I do, but that's just because I'm immature and still want my father's attention. Come on. Come on, man. Say the magical words. It'll cheer you up. I don't know why her reflection sounds like Biden, but it didn't make sense to say it now, but I'm going to say it anyway, because this is my magical phrase that always cheers me up.
お持ち帰り。
なんだよ突然。でもそれでこそレナだぜ。
It's that tree. That tree is what I'm taking home. That's right. This is me, Rena. I'm not Reina. Reina still wants her parents' attention. Rena is a goofy and carefree girl. Yup. She knows every day is full of happiness, and she has the kind heart to appreciate it too. Gosh. I should forget about icky things. I should live a wonderful life free of anything icky. Icky starts with an I, and that's why I got rid of the I in Reina. Really? I kind of feel like that's a little superficial. I'm Rena. I'm going to recapture the happiness I lost when I left Hinamizawa. I will overcome any pain and hardship. I can be happy, because I got rid of icky things. Wow. I am sure there are only incredible things waiting for me. Oh, incredible starts with I too. Wow. I was almost home, and when my house appeared, I noticed something different there. There was a truck parked in front of my house. Well, daggum tomato here to pay y'all's visit. There was nothing on the back of it, but I could tell it brought something here, because I saw some cardboard boxes, blankets, and ropes on the ground. They're going camping in the backyard. From the front of the house, I heard the voices of two young men saying, "Well, we'll be going now." Oh, is she moving in? Oh, is she moving in for good? This could be a turning point. They passed by me as I walked towards the front door. They were wearing some kind of work uniforms. They looked like delivery people. Just in case we get new sprites. My father was about to close the door when he noticed me.
ただいま。何かあったの？
おかえり、レーナ。見てごらん。すごいぞ。
I guarantee it, Rena's moving in. My father looked to be in a good mood. I didn't know why he was, but whenever he smiled, I just wanted to smile back at him. His eyes used to look like those of a dead fish, no matter how hard I tried to smile at him. But these days, he could put on a big smile just to surprise me. He has been literally coming back to life since a year ago when we moved back to Hinamizawa. No, since he started dating Rina-san. When I see him smile like this, I'm happy. But at the same time, I feel confused because I don't know whether I should thank Rina-san or not.
ほら、すごいだろう。
He took me to the living room. He was probably expecting me to go all ooh and ah. So whenever there was something in the living room or not, I was ready to go ooh and ah for him.
何これ？
Wow, we actually have electricity now, Rena. It's great.
どうしたのお父さん？
I tried to sound excited and surprised. He was standing behind me, probably smiling with satisfaction at hearing my excited voice. I, on the other hand, was desperately trying to understand what was going on. For a moment, I thought I was in someone else's house. You see, the living room had been completely redecorated. The furniture we had was basically all from the former house in Ibaraki. My parents brought most of the furniture when they got married, so it was all old and a little dirty. Some of them still had crayon scribbles I drew on when I was very little. But all of that was gone. Everything in the living room had turned a pastel color, looking very sophisticated, like the home rooms you'd see in soap operas. Oh no, he's modernizing the house! The new carpet looked very tropical. The new curtains matched with the carpet. The new sofa looked very expensive. The living room in general looked like a resort hotel. The channel switcher of our old TV was broken, and we used to have to use pliers to change channels. But it was gone too, replaced by a new one with a big screen. Oh, he went to Costco to get that one. The room's lights had also been replaced by nicer looking ones. The living room looked like it was a totally different world under the new fluorescent lights.
すごいねお父さん。これはどうしたの？
心機一転さ。もう引っ越してきて1年にもなるんだから、お父さんもそろそろ気分を切り替えて、新しい生活に踏み出さないとなって思ったんだよ。
I suggested redecorating the house once in order to cheer him up, because he was still in pain after the divorce. But he wasn't interested at the time. He didn't want to get rid of the old furniture he had chosen with my mother, because he still couldn't get it over her, even though she cruelly broke up with him. I wanted to suggest it again when the time was right. I never thought he'd do it on his own initiative.
そうだね。こんな綺麗なお部屋だと心も晴れ晴れするもんね。素敵なお部屋だと思うよ。
いいだろう。ほらレーナ、お前ユリースに憧れてたろ。まだ組み立ててないけど、ほらちゃんとあるんだぞ。
はう、お父さんすごいすご
Aw.
いすごい。
This is sweet.
これ私がもらってもいいのかな。この
What? He's gonna break it to him like, I did this because Rina's moving in.
こらこら、それはみんなの
Yep.
共用のものだから。レーナ。
共用でもレナが占領しちゃうからダメ。
My father explained the details of his redecoration proudly. He told me that he only did the living room this time, but he's going to redecorate all of the rooms. He sure had become more active. There are some parts about the redecoration I didn't like, but I still thought it was great because it made him happy. I found the old furniture outside in the yard.
あれは捨てちゃうの？
まあこの際だと思ってな。後で業者が引き取りに来てくれることになってる。
Getting rid of the old furniture means putting an end to my mother. I hated the furniture because it smelled like my mother, and I tried to break everything once. I understand why my father wants to take this opportunity to get rid of them. But for some reason, this new living room makes me feel like I no longer belonged here. It's a tough one. My father didn't choose the new furniture. Rina-san probably did. Most likely, my father and Rina-san decided to redecorate the living room and went to a furniture store to buy everything. I tried to think positively. The reason why my father didn't tell me about the redecoration was because he wanted to surprise me. No. My father never really considers things that deeply. So I suppose he didn't tell me because he just didn't think he needed to tell me. I'm sure he didn't redecorate the living room to make me feel like I was no longer welcome. Don't be negative, Rena. My father didn't have any bad intentions. He doesn't want to get rid of me. He doesn't think I'm the reason he can't get remarried. And yet, why did I feel sad looking at the old furniture in the yard? Why did I feel like I didn't belong? I realized the reason right away. That reason was me. To him, wanting to have a fresh start by getting rid of the things that remind him of my mother might be an indication of his unconscious desire to get rid of her daughter. No, I don't think that. My father doesn't really consider things deeply, so he might not be thinking that I'm the reason he can't get remarried. Oh yeah, okay, I do recognize that dialogue from chapter 1. Oh, in the prologue when someone's being beaten to death. Oh, that's right, it did open with the weird prologue. That was actually a sneak peek at the end. Ooh, interesting. He understands that he can't get remarried while we live together. That's what he said. You didn't say, Dad, you can't get remarried while I live together. He's like, no, I'm not getting married yet. By staying with him, I'm torturing my father. No, what if... As someone who's very illogically minded, it really annoys me to see people thinking completely illogically, being like, oh no, he hates me. It was my fault that he had to get a divorce. No, it wasn't. That's why I have to support him to help recapture his happiness. It's the Shion chapter still fresh in my mind, and her completely insane train of thought. I couldn't just keep him all to myself. I'd have to start thinking about living on my own. I don't need to go to university. I should think about getting a job. But who would hire an uneducated girl like me? Even if somebody did hire me, I wouldn't be able to make enough money to live on my own. Maybe I should think about working at a hostess club, like Rina-san does. No, you're better than that. People only choose the jobs they can. A girl like me doesn't have a lot of choices. Not a lot of companies would hire me or pay the amount of money that I need to live on my own. But, come to think of it, where is the place where I belong? Whenever I end up feeling like this, I miss my secret hideout in the trash piles. Don't become a hobo, Rena. I think you can aim higher than that. I love to get under my blanket and feel the warmth on a cold night. The hideout gets hot and humid during the day and very cold at night. It's not a comfortable place to spend time in. But it might be the place where I can relax the most, more than I can at my house. No. I shouldn't think like this. I shouldn't think that my house has been invaded by Rina-san. I should thank her for making my father happy. Rina-san isn't trying to kick me out of the house. She's trying to get along with me. But I'm not opening my heart to her. Open your heart, it's gonna be alright. I'm the bad one. I'm the bad one. Oh, no, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Satoshi-kun and his aunt didn't get along at all, and she abused him for a long time. Compared to him, my situation is a lot easier. Yeah, but he also probably beat his aunt to death and ran off. Or disappeared, or whatever. Satoko-chan and Rika-chan lost their parents, and they live together now. They've been through very hard times. On the other hand, I still live with my father. I should feel blessed. I shouldn't think I'm unhappy because of these things. I am happy. I am blessed. The trouble with me is that I still can't admit that I'm happy. Woof. Rena blames herself too much. Yeah, it feels similar to Shion's miserable thought. No, see, here's the thing. Shion didn't blame herself enough. Shion was all, it's not my fault. It's Satoko's fault that she got abused. Yeah. Shion externalized her misery by blaming others. Agree to disagree. My father kept talking proudly about the redecoration. I nodded at him with a big smile and let him keep at it.
そうだ、いけない。レイナ、すまないんだが、ちょっとお使いを頼めないか？
お使い？うん。
お父さんな、ジャケットを2着ほど洋服屋さんに取り寄せさせてるんだ。それがな、今日届くらしいんだ。ちょっとお父さんは回収業者さんを手伝わなきゃならないから、レイナが代わりに取ってきてくれないか？
Is he getting matching jackets with Rena or with Rina?
お店を教えて。
Okay, hold on. Did they name her Rina literally just because of the correlation? Oh, Rena hates the letter I, and Rina's name is Rena's just with an I. Is that really why they gave them such similar names? Probably. Like, legitimately probably, just for the symbolism.
どんなジャケットを取り寄せたんだろう。
Rena, you and your dad are gonna go bowling.
楽しみ。
No matter what they look like, I'm sure Rina-san picked them out for him. Although I don't mind going. I'd rather go to the store than listen to his stories about the redecoration of our living room. I got the receipt, asked him where the store is, changed my clothes, and left the house. I started pedaling my bicycle, and looked at the old furniture in the yard for the last time. They used to be the object of my hatred, but for some reason, they now made me feel sentimental. Is it because I still regret the loss of my mother, even though I hate her? Could be. I couldn't let poisonous emotions take over my heart. I understood that in my mind, but I just couldn't get rid of that feeling. The old furniture wasn't the only stuff that was kicked out of the house. There was also a lot of junk that I brought home from the landfill. My father was probably going to throw that away too. He doesn't like the junk I collect. He'll probably let the delivery company take it all together with the old furniture. Just like an animal that rubs its scent on its home in order to feel secure. I collected all the junk in order to make sure that I could stay here. No, that's not it. I wanted to bring them to my house because they were abandoned by their former owners. And they needed a place to live. Why do I get the feeling Ren is going to be the type of girl who's like, I'll adopt 200 kids because they need a new home.